Alright everyone, welcome back. So, we're here at Monza, and we're about to go out for qualifying and stuff. We already got the practice and whatnot done, so we got ourselves the special round the track lap prior to the race that we're going to be doing, but we also got qualifying ahead of that, so we're going to be getting all that done here in just a second. So, we got the upgrade problem that's still going on. As you can see, quite a bit of quite a few problems going on there. So we got insufficient resource points for most of these. So we're going to check and see what all we can get done for sure. Just try to get as many of these done as possible. So we got a lot of aerodynamic stuff that is just completely gone right now. So we're going to get at least 2 of those done, it looks like. There we go. So hopefully we can get some more taken care of, but yeah, we got a lot of stuff we got to catch up on, and we need to get the resource points to get that done. But anyways, we're doing pretty good overall, but yeah, we need to continue to work on those resource points. So we are at Monza though. So far we have gone 3rd season, so we've gone 2 for 2 wins here at Monza. We also hopefully can get a teammate podium or a top 10 finish here as well, which would be kind of helpful. But we're going to be trying to do it all again, trying to get a 3rd win in a row here at Monza. So we basically own this track, is basically what's going on here, but definitely a fun track, love it, and our car seems to do really good as well. So I'm going to hit the qualifying here, and then we're going to be checking out our little race around the track prior to the beginning of the race. So let's get it all done. Alright guys, had a really good qualifying session. We are on the pole. We're out here with the Williams guys. We also got Renault out here. And I think we got Nick DeFries behind us as well, and another Panoz Esperante. But we're able to bring this car out. I'm going to be doing a quick little lap around the track for the fans here early in the morning. And we got the Grand Prix a little bit later. But really cool to be able to bring these cars out and do some racing around the track. And these Panoz cars definitely get quite a few looks, because you don't see them very often. And to be able to bring 2 of these cars over into Europe is pretty cool as well. Gotta pay attention to what I'm racing here though. There we go. A little bit better. Yeah, it's actually a little bit dark. They started us a little bit earlier than they were planning, just because of some track cleanup they have to do afterwards. So they started us pretty early this morning. So getting a little bit of lap time on the track here. Got ourselves a little 3-lap race around the circuit. Just a little exhibition, but still fun to have these cars out here on the track. So we got a little bit of the sun starting to come out slowly as the haze begins to dissipate. Yeah, we've got the Williams guys back behind us there, driving one of the old Mercedes cars. We got Nick DeFries behind me there as well in the Panoz. Do a little cut track there. But yeah, that Williams car there, actually is that the, no, that's Nick DeFries, cool. We got the sun slowly starting to come up there. So yeah, Nick up here in the Panoz car. Yeah, this track, once the haze clears off in the mornings, it is beautiful, that's for sure. Just look at how nice and clean the track is, really cool. Able to drive underneath the old oval there. I haven't been in this Panoz car near as much as I would like to, so a little bit out of practice with how it handles. But it's amazing how well this car drives still. So even if the drive is a little bit rusty, it's still a ton of fun to drive it, that's for sure. Love this car. Absolutely amazing. So, I think we got one more lap here. There we go. One more lap to go. And then we gotta get everybody ready for the drivers' meeting and everything as we get ready to go racing. Ooh, looks like somebody spun out here. Ooh, got another Mercedes car. I think that's the other Williams guy. Yeah, for the fans that got up early this morning, though, to come and see these cars, that definitely helps. Definitely a cool event for them to be able to come and see these cars. So we got hopefully some plans to do some HSR type stuff in the future at some IMSA races. So we'll have to see how we do that. There we go, that other Mercedes, beautiful looking car there. I thought Nick DeFries was ahead of me, but he's actually behind me there. See him right there in the mirror. Not really a competitive race, just really a little exhibition. Oh yeah, there's the other Panoz that Panoz let us bring out. Nick DeFries in there. Hey, buddy. Oh, I love these cars. Alright guys, that's gonna do it. So we're gonna get everything prepped and ready to race here at the Monza, the Italian Grand Prix. So we'll see you there.
It's time for the Italian Grand Prix once again, here at the beloved and iconic Autodromo Nazionale di Monza. With the lowest downforce and drag of any circuit in the season, expect to see drivers making the most of the slipstream effect here today. We're 12 miles northeast of Milan for today's Grand Prix at a Monza circuit where we can expect top speeds of around 215 miles per hour. 11 corners on this 3.6 mile track, with 7 of those coming in the form of chicanes. And with a good slipstream and DRS open, there should be plenty of opportunity for some passing here today. Anthony Davidson is here once again for today's Grand Prix. Now, can I get your take on Max Verstappen? That was a great win. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. The Rainmaster lines up on pole position and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Sainz, Max Verstappen and Ocon, Bottas, Norris, Matsushita and Daniel Kvyat, Leclerc, Gasly, Nick De Vries and Albon, Magnussen, Latifi, Antonio Giovinazzi and Roman Grosjean, Russell, Correa, Perez. They've taken a grid penalty and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
So we got Nick DeFries is going to be starting up an actual position a little bit higher after both of the BWT cars had penalties, sending them all the way to the back. That is tough. So we're going to check race strategy here. Definitely want to do the mediums, don't want to do the hards around this circuit. We got 13 laps in the race. We're going to take our fuel down to just, well, yeah, we'll leave our fuel a little bit higher just so that we can use a little bit more speed. We've been doing the maximum top speed. We're going to do that there. Let me see if, let me see here what we got. Aero. Checking our, got the brakes where we want them. Tire pressure looks good. Just want a little bit of downforce in that rear wing. And I think that should be good. So we are ready to go. Alrighty guys, we good? We ready? Alright, let's go racing. Nice and easy through the first turn. This is going to be my worst turn throughout the majority of the day, more than likely. Got a little bit of caution as everybody's slow through there. And we are already off. Lewis Hamilton behind us. Sainz kind of jumped out in front of Ricciardo there. Both of the Renault cars, though, have already gotten together there. That's impressive. Car felt a little bit stiff on the turning there, but not too bad. Yeah, we're going to want those tires to warm up just a tad bit more, feels like. So far, car feels like it's doing pretty good. Just a little bit more fuel there. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Nice and easy. Good. Yep, car feels nice and tight on the ground. Doesn't feel like it's too loose or anything. And we got plenty of downforce in the rear, which is what I was wanting. That's why I adjusted that wing, because we usually end up having the rear tires spin out. I had that happen last year, I think, if I remember correctly, which is why we almost lost it to the Renault cars. As you see, both those guys are already together, so I mean, they're going to be the guys to watch for, because they are good at this track. So obviously we got a pit stop we have to do to switch tires. As you see right there, already lost some traction, so we're gonna Luckily we have a safety car, which is great news for us with the damage and stuff. So we're going to save a lot of fuel here, and we're going to be able to come in and fix this wing, which we've got to do. That is not how we wanted this day to go, that's for sure. So we're a little bit far behind, but that's okay. Catch up to these guys just a little bit here. But yeah, we've got to get this wing fixed because it is not turning anything. So very important to have that wing on this track, and it is currently not there. That is causing us a lot of havoc. Just going to go ahead and come into the pit here. Right here. Check what our downforce and everything's doing. Looking good, so we're already going to be switched over to the mediums. So we're going to save fuel here as much as we can. Go ahead and switch to standard for our catch-up lap. Haven't had a safety car at Monza before, so that's kind of interesting. Haven't ever had to deal with that on this circuit, so this is going to be new. Yeah, who's that? Ricciardo that took us out? I think so. Nice and easy through here. But yeah, Ricciardo ended up taking us out again there as we were getting up to speed after losing some traction. So did a good merge, because I mean we stayed at pace. So I mean I'm not sure what his problem was. I have to go back and look. But yeah, luckily we didn't totally knock off our wheels. So this is going to change everybody's strategy a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. So obviously we're on mediums, they're on soft, so they're going to have a little bit of a speed advantage. Luckily we're going to have this lap here to kind of get everything. I don't think the safety car's coming in yet, so that's good. But where was I? But yeah, so we're going to have a little bit of lap time here to get these tires warmed up, which should help us out. Okay, we can see the cars in the distance, so that's good. So we'll get caught up to these guys pretty soon here. But as I said, haven't had a safety car this entire season, actually. So this is actually pretty surprising to have, as we're going to be coming up behind Ricciardo. We can go ahead and switch over to lean. Staying behind Ricciardo here. But yeah, that was not nice of him, that's for sure. So it's going to be interesting to see how we do when we get the restart. So we've got a lot of positions to make. Our best thing is probably to stay behind everybody, honestly, and just let them do their pit stops and pass them then. It's probably going to be our best bet. See Nick DeFries there, doesn't look like he's made up any real position. So that's a bummer. So one thing is that we stay far behind this because I've knocked off a wing being behind these guys. So hopefully we're going to go green this time by. That's what I would expect, but we'll see. Yep, very good. So this is going to make me nervous. Single file restart. As I said, we're going to let everybody kind of do their thing. So I don't want any damage if we can help it. So, but yeah, everybody has to come and switch tires. So at some point they're going to have to do that. We're on lap 4. There we go, green flag. As I said, we are not going to try and do anything super duper here if we can help it. Gonna go ahead and start. Start burning a little bit of fuel here. So yeah, we have saved a lot of fuel, so burning a little bit won't hurt. But yeah, we're gonna let all these guys kind of just do their own thing and just stay back here and not go too fast, hopefully. Yeah, just early brake, keep clean, just wait for these guys to kind of cycle through their stuff. A little bit too slow actually, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, there is no need to get damaged or be crazy here since we know everybody's got to go to the pits at some point. So we can kind of just bide our time, let them all do it, and not have to really be dangerous with our passing since we know they've got to come in at some point. And also just getting mixed up with other cars isn't the best thing for us either. So just playing it nice and smart, burning off our extra fuel here. See what everybody does, but yeah, they've got to come in at some point in pit, so. So we didn't actually need to keep that extra fuel on board. We could have actually saved some weight, ultimately, but it's one of those things you're thinking you're going to be running all the laps green and at standard or full throttle, particularly on this track, just for the speed's sake, but yeah, just didn't end up working that way. So everybody's still pretty close together. They haven't really separated that much. Yeah, so we're being nice and easy on the speed and stuff, and getting through these corners nice and clean. So we got plenty of speed, plenty of time in this race yet, so just strategy-wise, we know what we need to do. That's keep this car clean and get these tires to good, worn-in, warmed-up state, and we can get all kinds of things done here as we go through this race. Use a little bit of overtaking stuff just so that we're using it up. Go ahead and glide into the turn. Very nice. So yeah, everybody's kind of using the extra fuel right now. Yeah, I can see if I get caught up in this line and have to brake or miss a brake zone and hit somebody, lose a wing, that's just gonna totally mess up my race. So just like, we know we got the car to lead, we know that we got the car fixed, we got the tires to go all the way through, and we know these guys have to pit the switch tires. So there's absolutely no need to push the issue right now, because we got plenty of fuel to keep burning. I've gotten used to how the car is working with that fuel, so I mean, all in all, we just know that we can do all this pretty well. So I'm going to skip on DRS, just use up that fuel, just stay back here, and we know that we can get past all of these guys when they're on pit road. So it's going to work out the best for us that way. Hey dude, we know exactly what we're doing here, okay? Yeah, so see, we got cars coming to pit road, so we'll easily get past them without too much of an issue here. Yep, so see, absolutely no issue here is we're going to get past cars because everybody's got to do the pit. So, yep, that strategy is going to just be the best for us, as we're going to be able to keep a pretty good speed here. We do need to catch up to this group just a little bit more, just so that we're not so far back. But other than that, we got plenty of time here to get this done. And luckily, we won't be clogging up the pits for our teammate either, so that's going to be very helpful ultimately. Yep, so see, just stay back here, don't get into any confrontation, don't get into any contact, and we're good. Yeah, I can see Nick DeFries up there. He's holding up this whole line here actually, so he's definitely being a slowpoke right now. So that's not helpful for us overall, depending on where he is right now. Let's see, everybody's able to use the DRS, so we're just going to keep burning fuel here and just stay behind everybody. As a lot of these guys are going to end up coming to pit road here, probably on this lap or the next, so use a little bit of overtake here just to kind of catch up just a tad. But yeah, everybody's got to come to pit, so there's no need to push that issue, as I said. We got tons of people on pit road, so yeah, we're going to make up quite a few positions here. So there we go, 8th, and then everybody else in front of us still has to pit the switch tires. So as I said, we know what we need to do. So I'm going to pay attention to who's behind me. They're about 8 seconds behind me. That's Hamilton there. So yeah, so they're all behind me getting on fresh mediums, but with how our speed is and everything, we should stay in front of all these guys pretty easily. Plus also, we haven't really been using DRS or even overtake, so we probably won't get DRS once we get to the lead. But yeah, so far the car is definitely working exactly the way I want it. The car's getting a little bit slippery as the tires wear, but other than that, we're doing good. We also got Grosjean in front of us. Want to stay away from him. That's an Alfa Romero's. We don't have a good relationship either. Yep. Thank you. Okay, see Lewis Hamilton there catching just a little bit fresh tires. Just keeping an eyeball on that's for sure. I'm going to use some overtake here, as most of these cars should be coming to pit. There they go, so we're going to get some extra speed here. Use up that DRS, and there we go, we are the leader. Want to be nice and easy for the next few laps. Charles Leclerc is out of the session, so problem for him. Looks like Sainz and Hamilton, those guys are behind us, so we're going to want to watch out for them. Yeah, so we're doing really good on fuel right now. So without anybody in front of us, we can kind of push the issue just a little bit. That was a little bit too much there as we got into the rocks, but other than that, pretty good. Use some overtake on the straight here and keep maintaining this lead here as we go. got Leclerc pulled off, looks like. Yep, there he is. Very good. Wasn't quite sure where he was, if he was on track or not, but luckily he is off. We do have Hamilton coming up a little bit quicker than I'd like, so we got to keep an eyeball on that. Okay, we're nice and smooth through the chicanes here. That's where we have the problem. That was better. Pretty smooth. A little bit slow, but smooth nonetheless, which is what we need. Just gotta make sure we don't go into the rocks, kitty litter as it's called, and we should be good. This is kind of tense because I know I'm on older tires, so I have to really pay attention to what my car is doing because we don't want to wreck it, that's for sure. Okay, a little bit faster through there. Good. But yeah, I know that my tires are a little bit more worn. Plus also, we got the guys behind us that are all catching. And so just like, whew, kind of tense actually. Use what overtake we have here. We got Lando Norris with the new fastest lap. It's going to be a little bit slower here. See the track limits ever so slightly there. Not too bad though. So just got to pay attention here. I don't think I've been so nervous in a Monza race before. I mean, that last one with the McLaren's getting, not McLaren's, the Renault's getting so close to us. That was pretty intense there, but I did get it done. But this, I just knew that my tires are worn, so it's like I got kind of second guess how hard I put it into the chicanes. So that's making me a little bit more nervous than I probably need to be. And there we go. That was a pretty good one there. Plus also, if I could, I would like to get the fastest lap back as well. Fastest lap achieved. And we have put a really good gap there on Hamilton. Nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. A little bit, yep, okay. 3-second corner cutting. Just don't. Really wasn't much of a cut anyways, but we'll take it nonetheless. So we just can't mess up now. Is what we have to do. Almost dead. Rear tires decided to not be happy with us. That's what I mean. That's why it's tense, is because I know the tires are worn. Just because of how the car's driving, so it's just like, woo, makes me nervous. And we're gonna get it done again. Ooh. That was more. I mean, it honestly, it ended up being really easy overall, but it felt more intense than it actually was. That's for sure.
So The celebrations begin, and well-earned they are indeed. It may have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, reaching at this level, at the very top, is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion. There's a few disappointed faces up and down the pit wall after that one, but not here. They've secured a phenomenal victory. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead has taken a bit of a knock today. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
It's got to be Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he pulled off some impressive feats out on the track today, even by his standards.
The Constructors' Championship may be a foregone conclusion at the moment, but regardless, let's look at the standings. It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Alrighty, so that was weird. So Lewis Hamilton was the best driver. I mean, he was just there, honestly. What I'm more impressed with is the fact that Daniel Ricciardo, after going all the way to the back of the field after spinning us, was still able to get up to a top 10 finish. I mean, that's actually pretty good driving there for him, that's for sure. Lando Norris up there once again. McLaren actually was able to swap things and get up here. Both the Renaults, both the Red Bulls, Alfa Tauri basically were able to get up here as well, and both Mercedes too. So yeah, so anyways, we got Nick de Vries just outside of the top 10, so he started 12th, so he did improve his position by 1, so that helps. Carlos Sainz though, or no, Charles Leclerc had a DNF, and then for some reason they're saying Williams did a really good job today, so I'm not sure what all that's about. So that's pretty good though. Definitely like how that overall finish happened. Definitely didn't look very good at the start there. And I was definitely nervous at the end, that's for sure, with the tires being more worn than usual, but still, ended up being a really good race. And once again, we keep our streak alive of 3 for 3 wins at Monza in a pretty dominating fashion there, and that's even with a penalty, and we got the fastest lap too, so we got an extra point there for our team. So that makes me very, very happy. So, very good. Nick de Vries definitely seemed like he was slowing up the field for the majority. Yeah, because you see his best time there was a 1:26.5, whereas, let's see here, the people running behind him were running 1:26.4, I don't know, that basically is the time. Okay, so maybe he wasn't slowing it up that much, but he definitely seemed to be slowing up. When I was behind him, seemed to be slowing the field up more than he needed to, so that's definitely something we might need to work on the car or just drive it. So, but anyways, definitely a good result all in all. Win, that's what I like. And we got the fastest lap too, so hey, that's even better. So, good result, that's for sure. Alright, here we go, going to the turn. Let's see, yeah, we just hit that, we hit the one turtle there that got us loose. And then just get taken out here by Daniel Ricciardo right there, so back it up here. But yeah, so we just got loose over the turtle. You can see that right about here. Yeah, just loose, so that's fine. We get back on, we're getting up to speed. For whatever reason, Daniel Ricciardo goes to the far side and then takes us out. Oh yeah, we totally lost the wing, so that's a lot of damage there that we were going to have to fix. So yeah, good thing we came in, because there was no way we were going to be able to get that fixed at all. Alright guys, so we are back here and we're about to hit a season break prior to the grand finale at the United States Grand Prix, of course, the Circuit of the Americas. So we got that. That's going to be coming up here in just a second. So one thing that we need is we need resource points. So we're going to go ahead and go in here and see what we can do. Can we buy any resource point generation stuff? And it doesn't look like we can. at the moment. So that's a bit of a bummer. Plus also it's going to cost an arm and a leg to do. Let's go ahead and get these done. Race simulation. Did any of these give us resource points? Doesn't look like they do. Sponsor a team event. Sponsor advertisement event. Do a driver promotion. Race simulations. Go ahead and see what we can do with that here. Let's go ahead and go on through just a second, just to be able to collect any resource points that we can here. Okay, we got the fuel efficiency upgrades. That's certainly helpful.
Our new parts have been completed.
Okay,
without
got
issue.
some
They'll be
resource
on the car
points
ready
coming
for the
in.
next race.
So we could go ahead and get that started, but I think I'm going to skip that for right now. Yeah, we're going to skip spending any money at the moment just until we get to next season. But yeah, resource points is going to be ultimately the thing we got to work on here as we come to the end of the season. That's going to be interesting to see how many resource points we end up with at the end of the season. So that's going to be important. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button once again. 3 times in a row, 3 for 3 winners at Monza. That is absolutely incredible and definitely very cool for the team to be able to have that record so far. We need to work on our other tracks though, that's for sure. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you guys here next time with Florida Racing in F1. Bye-bye.